Good morning, champions. This is soccer workout week 1, day 3. This is all about the chest and triceps. We're going to bring in a little bit of shoulder as well. Mostly chest and triceps though, and finishing with an ab blaster at the end. So for equipment today, I've got a chair, something that you can do tricep dips off of, a mat. You are going to need that for some of our ab workouts, and our chest press, since we don't have a bench, we'll be doing from the floor, as well as flies. And then for weights, I've got a really light weight of 2s, I've got a medium set of 10s, and a heavy set, which probably could be heavier, but the heaviest I have is a 15 set. If you don't have a super light set, you could do body weight for one of our exercises instead of using dumbbells. So to get started, go ahead and make sure you are warmed up with some dynamic movements before you get started into this workout. We're going to do a superset, meaning 2 exercises back to back to back 3 times. So to get started, we've got plank ups. I also call these palms to elbows. So you're going to go into your plank position, starting with your core brace nice and tight. You're going to walk down from palms down to your elbows and back up to your palms. And then go to the other side, palm to elbow, elbow to palm. Holding that core as tight as you can for 10 total. 5 off your right, 5 off your left. And then your push-up position. Make sure your body is like an arrow. So you've got your chest up over, closer over your thumbs. You're going to drop in and come back up. If you need to do that from toes, from knees, you can do that as well, making sure your toes are also planted on the floor. So making sure you're not in a T, but in an arrow position with those push-ups. All right, after 3 times through, we have another superset of IYT and seal jacks. So this is where the little light weights are going to come into play. There again, you can totally do this with body weight as well. This is going to be from a hip hinge position. You could also do this lying on top of a big Swiss ball, or you can do this on the floor, lying prone on the mat. All right, so if you're in the hip hinge position, we're going to go out with thumbs up, back to quads, out into a Y, and then out to the T. So you got I, Y, and T. All right, if you're not doing weights, that's okay. You just got the same thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. All right, so you've got 30 sets of all 3 of those movements. All 3 equals 1 for 30, okay? Then you got seal jack. So seal jack is basically a jumping jack, but we're going to open up and close this way, getting our shoulders warm. So jacking your feet and opening up for 30. All right, after that superset, we're going into our strength block. This is 3 times through the strength block. We're going to start with bench press. However, I don't have a bench in the house, so this can easily be done from the floor. First round is 10 reps, second round is 8, and third round is 6. So making sure you're grabbing your heavier weights. We're going to spin open, slow and controlled to elbow tap, and drive back. So we're getting a big stretch on those pecs. 1, 2, down, pause, and drive. 1, 2, pause, and drive. Getting a big chest open and close on that one. All right, then you're going into a standing military press, or this could be from a seated position also. So this could be either, depending on how strong your shoulders are, either medium or heavy weight. So making sure your elbows are slightly forward, taking it straight up overhead, trying not to let the ends of the weights hit together. All right, making sure your back is nice and tall and we're not curving in on that spine. All right, also can be done from a seated position if you want a little bit of back support right there. All right, so that is for 8. You've got tricep push-up. You could also do this as a diamond push-up, because we do have some tricep push-ups a little bit later on. So if you want to do them in the diamond position this time, it's going to force you to keep your elbows in. So you're going to bring your chin right up over the top of that triangle, and your elbows stay in narrow to get those triceps engaged. If you need to drop it to knees, just make sure your knees and toes are down on the floor. So this is for, let's see, 12 first round, 10, round 2 at 8, round 3. Then we've got an overhead dumbbell tricep extension. So we're going to bring their arms straight up, keeping your elbows close to your ears. Drop your weight to your scapula and drive back up. Sorry, shoulder blades. Drop it to your shoulder blades. So you're getting those nice pinch in those triceps. All right, next up, I'm going to drop down on my weight for skull crusher. So we're going to get triceps again, this time from a lying position. You can bring your heels in. Put your ends of your hands all the way to the ends of the dumbbells. Only thing hinging is elbows, making sure you're wider than your head so you don't hit your head. We're going to hinge at the elbow, bringing the weights to the shoulders and driving back up. Hinging at the elbow and drive. You should keep those elbows pointed to the ceiling the entire time. All right, skull crushers is 12. Then we're going to go to a fly. So we're going to stay right here on the floor. Start with your weight straight up. Slight bend in the elbow as we come down almost to the floor. Stretch and squeeze. So we're going to open up those pecs. Get a big stretch. Squeeze, bear hug back to center. All right, chest flies for 12 also. 3 times through that block, our finisher block. This is all about the triceps for this finisher block. So tricep dips. Coming to your end of your chair. All right, we're going to grip onto the edge of the seat. We're dropping in close. Drop in, squeeze to the top. Big squeeze on those triceps. If you put your legs out, that'll make it just a little bit harder. You've got 10. Then we're going into forearm tricep push-ups. These are tough. You've got 8 of these. All right, so start with your chin right up over the thumbnails. We're going to bring it down to the forearms, back to your palms. Down to your forearms, back to your palms. If you need to do that from your knees, you can do that as well. Brace your core, solid as a rock. And then our tricep push-ups to failure. Go until you can't, but know you've got 3 rounds of these. So we're going to be coming back to them. Elbows have to come really close to your chest. So it's a very narrow grip tricep push-up. All right, then we go back through 3 times through. All right, for the ab block, you've got 4 exercises. If you have a BOSU ball, you can use that for your crunch. If you don't, you can do this one from the floor also. So first of all, reverse crunch. So taking it down to the mat, you're going to have your feet in a tabletop position. Your hands are down on the floor. So you're going to extend down with your feet and then roll up. Roll down with your feet, not quite to the floor, and roll up. So you should feel the lower abs engaging. You've got 30 reps of reverse crunch. Then we're going to go into a plate crunch. So I don't have a plate. I'm going to use a dumbbell. And if you had a BOSU, this is where you would prop yourself up on a BOSU. If not, you're going to keep your plate or your dumbbell extended. Drive your heels into the floor here. And we're going to crunch up. Just pushing that weight toward the ceiling for 30 times on the crunch. It's a weighted crunch, all right? Then you've got your dead bug. So once again, starting with your tabletop position and your plate or your dumbbell straight up over your head. We're going to extend one leg as we bring the weight over your head and back to center, and then other leg. This is called a weighted dead bug. All right? So that is for 20. So you'll get 10 on each side for a total of 20. And then your plank hip taps, 10 each way for a total of 20 alternating sides. So come down into your forearm plank, your half plank. You're going to rotate your hips over and tap the floor. So roll onto the sides of your feet. If you can keep your forearms down, if you got to bring one up slightly, it's okay. Just making sure you're keeping that oblique engaged the whole time. All right, 20 total alternating sides. And that will do it for your chest and tricep Soccer workout week 1, day 3. Way to go, champ. You're amazing. Love you.